Welcome to part 3 on my deep dive of Taylor Parker. There is a new Netflix documentary called Maternal Instinct. It did leave out a lot of information, so that's why I'm kind of doing my own deep dive. I've written about Taylor Parker. I've talked about her on my podcast. I think I know a little bit more than the documentary presented. So Taylor would tell people that her mom would regularly harass her and even threaten her. And she alleged that her mom had a person by the name of Mandy Boyd sending her these threatening email and text messages. She even claimed her own mom, Shauna, went as far as to put a hit out on her own daughter, and that her mom was involved in a shootout with some kind of mafia, but that it was suppressed on the news and she ultimately hung herself after being into custody. All of that obviously is a lie. Her mother is alive and well. I'm now going to read to you an actual email that Mandy Boyd sent to someone in Taylor's circle. And this is allegedly, Mandy Boyd is someone that her mom sent out to basically antagonize Taylor. It says, listen to this. It says, listen, you know nothing about Taylor. Don't try to be a mother figure to her. I did an amazing job making her look bad. It took time and accurately planning my every step of the way. She brought you to the bank and made herself look like she was lying to get a check cashed. I had already arranged everything. My helper knew she was coming with you because she called making sure. You wasted your time on her because that check was never good. Let her fail in life. Let her see what it's like to have nothing. I've arranged this all so there are cracks you see. Things won't add up and she will look even more like a liar. I stole numbers to make her think people were calling and doing things for her, and it was never them. This will not end well for her. No matter where she turns or what she says, there will be a like to fall back on her. See, I am going to send her in such deep of a depression she will probably try to unalive herself like she has tried before, but if not, then making Wade leave will do the trick. See, he will have no choice but to leave because nothing will be true. I've made his family turn on them from pretending to be people like a dealership that didn't get paid. Does it click now to you people? Just let her fall into a hole and not get out. She will go crazy thinking she did the right thing for a certain person, for a certain reason, but in reality, I made her think that way. She has a way of wanting to protect everyone. Well, that's what got her into this mess. If you want to be her mom, good luck. She is like the child we should have terminated in the beginning because she was the accident I didn't want. Maybe you will get the big picture and enjoy the mess. She kings for someone to love, and when Wade leaves because I've made her out to be a liar, well, she'll come running to you. Just watch. Nice website and Facebook. Maybe you can pop some sense into her because she has none. This is allegedly an email from Mandy Boyd to Dr. Angela Pate, who was Wade's boss's wife, and that was sent April 7th of 2020. It always baffles me the length that people are willing to go to support their lies, because this is so obviously a fake email, but people were believing it because apparently Taylor was just that convincing in real life, I guess. But regardless, after all of this, Mexican mafia, all of that, she claimed that her mom had died. And now this story of Shauna's untimely passing would allow Taylor to access this big inheritance. And Taylor also used it as this sympathy poll to get Wade to allow her to move in with him. She told Wade that she wanted to buy some land for him, her, and her 10-year-old daughter Emerson, never mind the fact that she also has a son. Regardless, in August of 2019, Taylor told Wade that she was pregnant and that she'd been to the doctor already, who confirmed that she was having twins. Now, Wade, of course, had no idea that Taylor had a hysterectomy and couldn't become pregnant. But then one day, Wade gets a text from Taylor's dad, Mark, and Mark told Wade that he was in a wreck and that his bush hog was totaled, and that while they were getting the equipment towed, Taylor was there helping a family friend named Jace. There's all these details, but she's helping this guy Jace, and a winch snapped and it slung this towing cable into Taylor's stomach. This is the story that her dad told Wade, which I'm guessing she then claimed caused her to have a miscarriage. It's hard to keep it all straight because the lies are very detailed and confusing, but that is the first time she lied to Wade about being pregnant. By February of the next year, she claimed that she was pregnant again and told Wade and his family that her due date would be September 22nd of 2020. His family at this point were kind of skeptical of Taylor. His mom, Connie, his sister, a lot of his friends, they all could tell that Wade wasn't really into Taylor, but suspected that she was claiming she was pregnant as a ploy to keep him around. And with good reason, because behind the scenes, Taylor was searching on things like fakeababy.com, which is a website that actually exists, but you could get fake pregnancy bellies, you could get fake customized ultrasound photos complete with custom gestation, the gender of the baby, and a clinic name and physician, which, by the way, why do these websites exist? This is very alarming and disturbing. But then, in another desperate attempt to win over Wade's family and probably Wade, Taylor bought his mom Connie her dream car. It was a brand new Nissan Altima, the car that she had been searching for forever. And according to an article from KTAL News, she also convinced Wade to buy a brand new $29,000 side-by-side ATV, a $92,000 heavy-duty pickup for himself, and about 20 head of cattle for $21,000, all of which he financed with the promise from Taylor that she would soon be cashing in on this inheritance and that she could pay it all off for him. So that is how he obtained all of these vehicles.